I've spent probably a factor trying to uncover the wiggly data files that are strewn through Heart's memory units. Some are wiped, others moved, and quite a few are damaged. I frown, growing more and more frustrated. This is so stupid. What? Wish asks. It might just be easier to revert his systems. I mean, that's risky too because it's possible that his backups predate the data transfer Captain Bellamy gave him before. I stop, unable to bring myself to say the words. Well, before. Wish nods. What would happen if you reset him and they're not there? Then we'd lose. No, wait. I'll do a full system backup of Heart's databanks directly into Elixir. Then I can do a reset, and if his backup does predate the transfer, we can at least restore him to this. Wouldn't having him reset be better than having him damaged? I bite my lip. I don't know. He might not be the same after. But he'd be how he was supposed to be. The way he was before Captain Bellamy, I nod. Yeah, but I'd rather have the contingent. Just in case. I mean, if he doesn't have any of his current memories, then he might not even know who or what we are. Her mouth drops open. Oh, yeah, that could be bad. I nod, then turn my attention to the droid. I hook him directly into the ship's server, then run a subcommand to rapid compress and transfer his data into an isolated compartment in the ship's memory. Elixir's voice comes through the walls around us. Oh, that tickles. What are you doing? I flush guiltily, then feel silly for feeling like I've lifted the ship's skirt. Just a temporary storage, Elixir. Nothing to worry about. Can we run silent for a bit so I can concentrate? Affirmative. Her voice disappears, and the quiet is reassuring because I really don't want Hart coming online before I can get him through a full reboot and check over his systems again. Once the transfer is complete, I run a sweep and then shut him down. The ever-present hum of his hover jets ceases and Wish gasps, then sweeps forward to catch him before his body falls to the floor. Oops. I say. She laughs and shakes her head. Nia. I'm guessing we didn't think through every aspect of this. I shrug. Yeah, but good catch. I grin, then reboot from backup. His systems come back online one by one, although his hover jets don't reactivate on their own. I breathe a sigh of relief as I recognize his drives are intact and fully functioning again. I run a final line of code and include a subcommand from my tablet that should reactivate all of his active commands. He's supposed to return to full function based on his active subroutines, but even with the command executed, he doesn't bluster to life like I expect. Something's wrong, isn't it? I don't. We're both thrown across the small compartment. Wish clutches Hart close to her chest, and then we look at each other. Ball scat, she swears. What did you do, Nia? I swallow and shake my head. I don't think I did that. I start feeling queasy as the ship rocks, and I feel a tug against my skin as if we're spiraling out of control. I quickly tap through several more commands, trying to bring Hart back online, and shout up at the walls. Elixir, what in the nine voids happened? I have experienced a collision event. Elixir's voice is calm, almost cheerful. What the void did we hit? Enea's first moon. My jaw drops open, and I see Wish's expression echo my own. Say again. We experienced a glancing impact event with Enea's first moon, and are now on an uncontrolled velocity approach to the planet. Would you like me to initiate a jump? What? No, don't jump. Egrim's beak. We do not want to cause a warp that would obliterate the planet. Can you course correct and veer away? Negative. Sublight drives are offline, and I appear to have lost 2 propulsion units from the starboard side. Balls beast. Come on, Hart. Get back online. I slam another line of code through his system, overriding his systematic startup and forcing an immediate alert and response feature. His pale blue orbs blink open, and he gazes up at Wish. His head tilts. Why am I horizontal? Oh, thank the 9 voids. Wish says, giving the droid a hug. He blinks. As Wish pulls away, his body tilts and his hoverjets hum with a tinkling of pink and blue light. High-velocity impact in 37.2 dekas. Elixir's voice says calmly, as if the news she was delivering had nothing at all to do with our imminent deaths. The small round orb of hearts shocked mouth beams onto his face. Transfer navigation controls. Transferred. Damage report. Heart snaps as he raises his hands. He turns his back on us. Elixir repeats her damage statements. Heart gives a low hum. I shiver from the sense of his anger and frustration.
I'm sorry.
He ignores my apology. We step onto the bridge, and I gulp as I see the orb of the planet approaching rapidly in the window. Heart completely ignores me, and the view as he focuses. He gives Elixir other commands with a firm authority. Long dekas pass as he works to bring the sublight navigation back online and gain some control of the ship. I feel the GS as we pull out of the uncontrolled spin and slam on the brakes. Even with the ship's inertial dampeners working, the sudden deceleration rocks the ship and it shudders as it slows. Time feels like a swirl of chaos as long dekas seem to pass as rapidly as ticks. 14 dekas to impact. Elixir counts. We're going to crash? Wish asks. She sounds so young. I pull her tight against me, clinging to my little sister as if I could save her from what is about to happen. We'll be okay. Heart can fix this. I glance at the planet as we loom ever closer. You can fix it, can't you, Heart? Beside us, Heart swears. Cortessa's guts. Pull up, you lumbering lame bird. 13 dekas to impact. Heart continues to fight the controls. The ship makes slow shifts, but the planet continues to grow larger and larger. Elixir continues to count down the dekas of our approach. As we pass into the planet's atmosphere, the green shimmer of the ship's shields activate. Flames flicker along the edges of the shield. I hold my breath, hoping the haze clears while the shields last. 2 dekas to impact. Time feels like it slows down as the ground comes into sight. The flames flicker away. We soar through the sky, plummeting toward the rock and stone in the distance. Brace for impact. Elixir announces in her calm, unruffled voice. The crunch of metal and glass impacting rock splinters through my ears, and we're thrown forward, slamming into the wall. The clang of Heart's chromium head and body hitting the metal walls rings out, and his hover drive stalls. He crumples to the floor, but his head moves. His blue orbs are wide as if he's dazed. My head buzzes, spinning from the impact. In my arms, Wish whimpers. Around us, the cheery voice of the ship tinkles. We have reached our destination. Current in our time in the capital is factor 612, on the 7th of Jarnut, 4756. 0.5 factors until sunrise. Heart groans, reactivating his hover drive and pulling himself upright. With a wry grimace, as he rubs his spherical head, he says, "Welcome to Enna."